What up, everybody, and welcome to Late Night Live number 145. What's going on, old Just Winnie? How you doing this evening? Or day? Alright. So today, I didn't know what I was gonna do. I had no real ideas for this stream, and then like an hour ago, I was listening to, Lord of the Rings, or specifically, I'm listening to the Silmarillion again right now, and I just thought, there's some crazy names in the Tolkien universe. Let's write some Tolkien names, because there's a ton. So I printed out here, I have a list of, I think it's like 840 names from randomly throughout the Tolkien universe. So we're gonna write some of them. Hello, Karina. What's going on, Skeet? Sounds like you need coffee. As much as I don't recommend coffee. Thank you very much, Karina. Proud member of the Slacker table. This shirt is huge, though. Normally I wear a small or a medium. This one is a large, and it is big. It's like a pajama shirt, but it's very cozy and comfy. Alright, we're gonna try. We wrote with black ink last week. We're gonna try to do white ink this week with this crazy sharp nib. Same nib as I was using last week. Where am I writing here? There we go. Make sure these hairlines are visible. Looks like they'll be visible on camera. Right on, right on. 12 midnight? We call midnight night noon around here. So happy night noon to you, Karina. My sister was just on a vacation to Montreal. How's everybody been the past week? Good? I hope good. Well, hello, Kiara. How are you doing this evening? It is hot in my apartment today. Just finished dance. Right on. White ink is always lovely. I was a little bit worried to use, not so much because of the white ink today, but just because this nib is so fine. I was worried that the hairlines were gonna be a little on the invisible side, but they seem to be okay. Also, this paper is not as smooth as the Rhodia I was using last week, so a little bit risky with this nib. Yeah, Catherine, I sharpened this one, I think sharper than I've ever sharpened a nib before. I went a little overboard, but then I was writing with it, and once I got used to it, smoothed the edge just a little bit, and it gives beautiful hairlines. Is that how you spell invisible? I think it is. I basically don't use nibs unless they're sharpened these days. It's sharpened or bust for me, I think. Until I can convince one of the major nib manufacturers to refine a new nib point, I will forever sharpen my nibs. What? The one you bought in San Antonio? How did you... I don't think you lost it. You just mean it's like around your house somewhere? Did you just misplace it? Hello, Calabrafia. Misplaced. Cool. Well, things that are misplaced can be found again. Hopefully it's not lost. I think I need to get a new Arkansas stone. Mine still works, but I think I want to get one that's slightly smoother. Mine isn't the finest grade. They take some getting used to. I can only trying to think one thing that I misplaced probably a year or two ago that I legitimately can't find. I misplaced my jar of paintbrush cleaner, like my paintbrush conditioner. I have a little tiny one, but I had a big one, a big puck of it. And I misplaced it, I guess when I moved, or maybe right after I moved. And it's one of the misplaced things that, no matter how much I've looked, it hasn't surfaced. So it might have transitioned from misplaced to lost, unfortunately. I still feel like it's around here somewhere, but I can't find it. Are there lines on the paper? No lines today. We're going lineless. Because these hairlines are so thin, I was gonna use... last time I wrote in black, I used this paper that I printed on. But you can see the hairlines... The hairlines disappear where the lines are. I gotta try to take some of this black paper somewhere that has an inkjet printer instead of a laser printer. Because I feel like calligraphy ink will maybe stick, or it won't skip over the inkjet ink lines, but I could be wrong. It's in the sock dimension. It's possible. See, I don't lose socks. I got a pretty good tabs on all my socks. I'd lose paintbrush cleaner. What else have I lost? That's really all I can think of that I've misplaced. Oh, no, one more other thing. I have a Ziploc bag. Sorry, but this has nothing to do with penmanship at all. A Ziploc bag of Scrabble fridge magnets. It's all the Scrabble letters in fridge magnets. And I had it in my last apartment, and I packed them up in a Ziploc bag, and I moved to this one, and since I moved here, I have randomly, the letter O was in a box, but I can't find the rest. So my fridge has a random Scrabble O on it, but none of the other ones. They're around here somewhere. That one I know is somewhere. I keep thinking it's in my junk drawer box, but it's not. That's alright, Cyril. Alarms can be missed. How do we feel? Do we feel warm? Ooh, smooth out that ending. I'll do that one more time. Yeah, I get the O didn't make its way into the original Ziploc bag. So it hijacked its journey in a different box. So but it's now everything else is missing. It's possible, but all of my storage stuff is under my bed, and I just built or just put in storage shelves under my bed, so I've been transferring the stuff from those boxes onto the shelves, and the missing things haven't shown up. Well, hello, Diego. Hello, Lene. By the way, I didn't say hi yet, sorry. Alright, so tonight, like I said, I've been listening to The Silmarillion by J.R.R. Tolkien. Any Tolkien fans in the chat? Or have you guys read Tolkien, any of the Tolkien books? Hello, Marilyn. What's a Tolkien? How dare you, Diego? How dare you? Yeah, Diego's in trouble with talk like that. With that kind of nonsense. Ooh, that's a nice exit hole. What are you guys talking about? J.R.R. Tolkien? Come on! Lord of the Rings? The Hobbit? Tolkien! What? I thought you guys were joking. Yes, that's an N. It's one of my favorite variations of the capital N. I like it. Bring on mimosa. I was texting Catherine right before the stream started. Tolkien has all kinds of names. And for those of you who weren't here for the very beginning, I printed off. Oh, I ruined that N. I don't do that very often. Ruin that shade. Amateur hour over here. So, I was going through names, and yeah, there's a hobbit named. Where is she? Where did I find it? It's alphabetical order. They shouldn't be hard to find. What's going on? What? How do you spell mimosa? M-I? Am I blind? There. Mimosa Bunce. There's a hobbit named Mimosa Bunce, which is kind of hilarious. Is there a monoline N like that? I mean, I would assume so. You could do a monoline N. Like a business penmanship N? Like a... like a regular N. Oh, I added... wait. Let me chill out. You could do it like that. Don't lift. Okay. Whoops, my finger caught on here. I feel like it kind of feels... It is an N, I guess. I think some people would... I think the shoulder has to be a little bit more abrupt than this. Like, on the last one that I did lift, and you wanted me not to lift, but with a sharper shoulder like that, I mean, it looks like a really big lowercase r, but it also, to me, feels like it can be an N. If that had a little bit less of the tail on it, I would read it as an N. I don't know what other letter I would read it as, so I feel like it could be used as an N. Well, exactly, like the Ford R. It's a large lowercase r, basically. Which, that's no different than the ornamental penmanship one, is also a large lowercase r with a stem on it. Yeah, never mind. I was going to try to pull out something from a binder on my bookshelf, but I can't remember exactly which binder it is in, so I will not waste the time. Oh, Marilyn, the Hobbit movies, they kind of did their own thing. The Hobbit movies, it's interesting that the Lord of the Rings, they made 3 big books into 3 movies. But then for The Hobbit, they made 1 regular-sized story into 3 super long movies, which I don't know that I was a super fan of the choices they made in making The Hobbit. I mean, I really enjoyed it, but there was some interesting things. Like, a lot of the stuff that happened in The Hobbit wasn't actually in The Hobbit. But that's similar to, if anybody's watching The Rings of Power right now, there's a lot of people complaining about it on the internet, but I am thoroughly enjoying it. But a lot of the stuff that's happening in this one, in the Rings of Power, is from, like, Tolkien. Is from the Fellowship of the Ring, technically. They're bringing things that were missed in the trilogy into this one, so they're changing sort of who did what, but it's kind of neat that things are happening and names that were missed in the movies are coming up in sort of this back lore, which is kind of neat. Yeah, movies into books are always sort of interesting. They're usually a miss more than anything, but like I said, even like I've watched The Hobbit many times. I'm very much a fan, but is it the same as the book? No. But still very enjoyable. Honestly, anything in Tolkien lore I find enjoyable. That's how I felt about Harry Potter 6. They made a lot of changes in Harry Potter 6. But, whatever. What can you do? Alright, let's dive into some names. We'll start with A. Well, we gotta do the most famous A name from The Lord of the Rings is obviously Aragorn. So we'll write Aragorn first. thought I used two different R's for some reason. Hello, Lori. How's it going? Oh, I missed some chat here when I was writing and talking about that N. Curly Lines. Hello, Curly Lines. Sorry I missed your question. You asked, is it possible to sharpen your nibs? Yep. I have a YouTube video about sharpening nibs. If you'd like to check that out. Or I also have, I think I did it live on Instagram Live once. But if you go in one of the streams, I've sharpened nibs on stream before. If you're curious about the process. Hello, Sarah. Harry Potter parties? That sounds fun. We definitely, I attended some Harry Potter parties when the movies were first coming out. Back in the day. What are some other A names? We got... Let's pick a good one here. Amras. Yeah. Amras. Also known as Telfinwe and Umberto. An elf named Amras. Ooh, Lori's deleting messages. What did she write and delete? I didn't see. Why did you yo it at me? Or at, oh no, you yoed it at Cyril. Got you. Hello, Annie. Welcome, welcome. Who else we got? Oh, let's do Aragorn's father. Aragorn is son of Arathorn. I did it again with the two R's. That R has become just so habitual for me. I have to remind myself to do that one if I need to do it. Oops. I don't know if you can see it in camera. All of those, what are they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13. All those 13 books, those are all Tolkien up there. And I'm waiting. I have 5 more coming in the mail right now. Amras is what you call mango juice. Oh, neat. Oh. Well, thanks, Diego. I will keep doing it. Be it probably still unintentionally, but I think when I think about an R, I'll do this one sometimes. But then if I'm just going off the cuff, this is definitely my habitual R now that just flows out of my hand. If I'm gonna do both these, I have to actually think about it. Who else we got here? Oh, Arwen! Let's do Aragorn's wife. How do you spell Arwen? There's a ton of names. Oh! Thank you, Skeet. I did not spin the top. I don't think the top batteries are fully charged, so it might be a slow spin today. Oops. Or rather, not a slow spin, but a short spin. Thank you for the reminder. If they call it mango juice. Amras isn't in any of the movies, I don't think. I don't believe. Arwen, she's a half-elf. Also known as Undomiel. Arwen. What are the new books that I'm getting? So they've just recently, within the past number of years, started releasing a lot of the like Tolkien and Middle-earth lore books in a matching set. To my knowledge, never before has there been so many of the publications made all in matching set, like same size, same binding, things like that. Normally you get the standard ones, and then there'll be a box set of, say, the history of Middle-earth. There's 4 books in box set number 1, 3 books in box set number 2, and then box set number 3 and 4 each have 4 other books in them. But they've never, to my knowledge, released them in a full, cohesive, like, all matching set to the whole thing. I think there's 27 books total. In the full, or that have been published in that series so far. I don't know if I'll end up getting all 27. Some of them, like, I have a couple duplicates up there. For example, I have the Silmarillion, which is, they did an illustrated version. Alan Lee illustrated some. But then in the history of Middle-earth, Chris Tolkien, Tolkien's son, there's like page notes and references and stuff like that. In certain books reference the Silmarillion, and in the illustrated version, the note pages don't match up with the book pages because of the extra pages that are illustrated. So there's a second, smaller version of the Silmarillion that doesn't have the images that page numbers match up with the Tolkien notes. Super nerd. But the only way to get the rest of that box set is to get the 2 versions. So I have doubles of 2 of the books. Unfinished Tales and Silmarillion are doubled up. I don't think there'll be any more doubles after those. There's like there's Complete Guide to Middle-earth. There's, what else is coming out? This week, an older one, I think it was published in 2017, is the Fall of Gondolin is another book. There's Beren and Luthien, another book. Children of Húrin, another one. Those are ones that were released before I started collecting, so I can't find them as easily, so I gotta hunt for them. What language is this? One of Tolkien's own languages. Sorry, I'm speaking full-on nerd today. Oh, and there's an ad. You got an ad? Enjoy your ad. Let's do... What do we got here as well? Another... Ardamir. Ardamir. We'll write Ardamir. He is a man. I don't know that name. I'm not familiar with that character. Ardamir. Mattresses. It knows that your eyes are tired today, so it's giving you mattress ads. But Tolkien wrote, I want to say 2 languages for Lord of the Rings, or for Middle-earth. Quenya... I don't remember what they're called. Can't remember. My apologies. Let's do one more A. We need a short one. I'm being a full-on Tolkien nerd tonight. Let's go... Androg. Wait, no. Do we have any, like, orcs or anything? No orcs. Start with A. Let's do a hobbit name. What's a good hobbit name? Adalgar? Adalbert? Let's do Adalbert. Adalbert. The Hobbit. What's for food? An A. Adalbert. Ooh, took that shade a little too long. Tried to do a big one. Adalbert. Adalbert. Thick. I'm trying to do another thick A because I messed up that one. Gotta cut it off a little quicker. Haha! Finger caught. We're failing at the thick A's today. Big A. Alright. What's another hobbit? Andwise. Known as Andy. Andwise Roper. The Hobbit, or it's neat, the Hobbits are the only, so far anyways, the only characters on this list that have last names. Everybody else is just singular. Andwise. Oh, Sarah. If there's an Adalbert, maybe you're a hobbit. Part hobbit in your genealogy. Well, hello, Peter. Long time no see. Have some tea. I put milk in my tea today. So unusual for me. But I was trying something new. It tastes very yummy. I do like son or daughter of so-and-so. I like that. Michael, son of Richard. That's me. Black tea, Earl Grey. Something about the milk really brings out the spicy, or not spicy, but the flavors of the Earl Grey tea. Well, no, it's most definitely not a chai tea latte. It is Earl Grey tea with oat milk. That's it. It's tea Earl Grey hot. I worked at Starbucks. I know how to call drinks the proper order. Does mine have lavender in it? I don't know. I'm not sure. Today it is... It's just Tetley. Tetley? Yeah, I think it's just Tetley today. Because that's my favorite decaf Earl Grey tea. If I drink a caffeinated Earl Grey tea, I drink Twinings loose leaf. Excuse me, usually. But for decaf, I do Tetley. I think it's Tetley. Okay, let's move to B. What do we got for B names? Anybody know any Tolkien B names before I go to the list? I can think of a Tolkien last name. Well, there's my good friend Jen's favorite character and name of the entire Lord of the Rings, and that's Bill the Pony. Sam's pony. Not very Tolkien-esque. Did they include Bill on this list? There is a Bill Fernie as well, so that's who Bill the Oh yeah, they did. There's a troll named Bill, a pony named Bill, and a man named Bill. There are 3 Bills in The Lord of the Rings. That's hilarious. Well, technically, Bill the troll is from The Hobbit, not from The Lord of the Rings, technically. There's Jen, of course. Yes, of course, we have Bilbo. Probably the most known name in the entirety of Tolkien. Oh, nice, Peter. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I do audiobooks. I've read them once upon a time, but I've just recently did the audiobooks of The Hobbit, all of The Lord of the Rings, and then I'm just starting the Silmarillion, and then, which I've done before, but I'm doing the Silmarillion, and once that's done, I'm going to move into some books that aren't in audiobook form that I haven't read, including, like, The Children of Húrin. I think that's the next one on my list. Going through some of, like, the Unfinished Tales and Tales from the Perilous Realm, and some of the books that I've never read and that don't exist in audiobook form yet, which I'm very excited. Because I know some of the lore, but it's just stuff I've picked up through passing or what's in the Silmarillion. I don't know anything beyond the Silmarillion, which I'm excited to dig a little deeper into my Tolkien lore. What a kind of a bee is that? I forgot what I was trying to do for a sec. It's something I very, very much nerd out about. Let's try that bee again, but maybe not quite so crazy. There we go. Bilbo. The start of 2024 was when I was supposed to start going through my books, and then 2024 just got really busy, and I haven't had time. So, it has to happen now. I even made myself, on the other side of my apartment, a little reading corner, so I can get a different perspective, because I'm always sitting at my desk here. I just want to make a leather cushion for the chair, because it's an old, it's a vintage school desk chair. I want to get it a little black cushion, and then I'll sit there and read through some Tolkien stuff. Bilbo Baggins. I quite like my little reading corner. I had to elevate some of my plants because the plants were sitting on the chair. So the plants are now behind the chair and they're up higher so that I can sit under them and read. But the chair is not the most comfortable for cozy reading, so I gotta cozy it up a little bit with a leather cushion. Alright, who else we got here? There's another troll with a B. There's Bill the troll, and there's Bert the troll. That's fun. Let's do Bert. Not a very troll. Actually, no, we're gonna skip Bert. We'll do Bolg. If I'm not mistaken, Bolg is the son of... Who was the white orc from The Hobbit? He's not actually in the Hobbit book. Azog. Azog, the orc. His son's name is Bolg, I believe. Neither of which are in the Hobbit, but are both in the Hobbit book or movie. Okay, all these B names have been short so far. We need a longer night. Oh, good night, Diego. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you soon. Fresh roasted coffee. Fresh roasted shaky muscles. Of course, we have Boromir, a man from Gondor. There are 3 Boromirs in The Lord of the Rings, or in Tolkien lore. It's one of the things that makes reading things like the Silmarillion or getting into the lore and the history rather challenging, because the same name repeats over and over and over again, because kids are named after their parents. So you really gotta pay attention to who and when they're talking about, so you know which one. Like Durin, for example, of the dwarfs. There's so many Durins. Who do we got here? Let's find a fun Hobbit one. Briffo-Boffin. Briffo-Boffin. Wow, if you don't like writing lowercase f's, that's a challenging one. Briffo-Boffin. I like it. We're writing it. Ooh. Those are 2 good books, Cyril. How much longer do you have to wait? It's gonna be like Christmas when they show up. Here we go. Briffo-Boffin. Briffo-Boffin. I forgot the I. Burf. Whoops, let's try again. I got just really excited for writing the F's. Briffo-Boffin is not correct. We will try again. Ooh, fun. That's not too long. Oh, there's no S. Oh. Well, he's getting an S today. Briffo. Why did I want to put an S on the end? Just felt right. Boffin. That's the best lower shade. The rest of the B is not that great, but that's the best lower shaded B we've done today, I think. Just specifically the low shade. Smoothest. That's okay. None of this is serious, so distractions are all right. Good night, Marilyn. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good rest, and we'll see you next time. Briffo-Boffin. Have a good night, Karina. Thanks for hanging out. Ah, yes. You're up way past night noon now. You gotta get some sleep. Catherine was here. Did she leave, or is she still here? Did she leave without saying goodbye? Curious. East Coast folk. Just... Who else we got for bees? Let's get a long one. Belladonna, not bad. It's another hobbit. Ooh. Bandobras. Bandobras Tuk. Bandobras. These hobbits sure like bee names. Bandobras. Bandobras. I'm not gonna write his last name. We're just gonna do just the B words. Yeah, the Mop Media ones, some people like them, but I would say the majority aren't super fans of them. Yeah, that's right. Note working. Team note work. Alright, let's get one more B. Then we'll move on to C. What's a good one? Give me a good one. Whoa, there's a Balbo Baggins. I didn't know that. There's Bilbo and there's Balbo. Balbo Baggins. We got Barak, Baragund, Barahir, 3 Barahirs, Baron, Baranor, Bard, Bard the Bowman, Barlaman Butterbur, the Innkeeper, Basso Boffin, Beachbone. Ooh, I like Beachbone. He's an ent. He's a tree herder. Beachbone. Beachbone, the ent. Three-quarter shimmy on the down. I'm not babbling. I'm reading Tolkien names. Which can sound like babble, I suppose. We didn't read a lot of the A ones, but I feel like I should go through and read them. Because some of them I've never heard before, and they're fun. Beachbone. Let's do a weird capital B here. Beachbone. Beachbone. Sweet. What else we got? We got Beachbone. Ooh, there's a Belba Baggins. So there's a Bilbo, a Balbo, and a Belba. All Baggins. There's Belladir, Beldis, Belecthor the first and Belecthor the second, Beleg, Cuthalion, Belagorn, Belagund, Belamir, Belen. That's very close to Bellend. I think on camera it looks like an R. To me, because I can see this hairline pretty clearly, it still makes it look like a B, but I suppose it could also look like an R. It could technically be both. If you were to shade both of those, it could be like if somebody's name, say somebody's name is Bob Richardson, then it's a B, and then it's also an R for Richardson, potentially. It could be a B and an R. Richardson. Or people will just read it as Bitchardson. Depending. Baggin' babble. Babble babble. Here we go. Put that aside. Grab a new sheet of paper. I learned today, this is new, every time I restart my computer for some reason, my microphone goes to half volume. I have to figure out, I haven't had time to look in and try to change that default, but that's why it kept going, and then week after week, when we started, it was quiet. It doesn't hold the default that I set it to. It's your most hated bee? Which one? That last one that I did? Well, I'm sorry to hear you hate it. The bee, I feel like, is sort of all about the follow through. Alright, what else we got here before we go to C? We got, where do we finish? Bell Goodchild. Oh, Goodchild. That's not a very Tolkien name. Belladonna Took, Beor, Beorn, Bereg, Beragan, Beragund, Beragund, Baron, another Baron, Bereth, Bergil, Beryl, Berilak, Bert, Bert the Troll, Beruthiel. Ooh, that's a good one. There's so many. Borin, Borlak. I won't read all of them because there's so many. Bregolas. So there's Legolas, and then if Legolas gets really cocky, then he starts being Bregolas. Okay, C. The very first C we have is Kelemetar. Kelemetar. It's possible. Brandybuck. I think it's good to get that Brandybuck. Bilbo Baggins. I bet you it has something to do with the feeling. Are names of places valid? I don't see why not. They're not in my list, but if you have names of places, bring them on. What are some places? Barathir? Isn't that a place? In Middle-earth? Okay, C. Calimehtar. I don't know exactly how I'm supposed to pronounce that. I mean, the B words are fun. They don't sound nearly as serious as the C words. The C words sound very elvish and formal. So far, anyways. Calimeta. Calimeta. What else we got? Ooh, Kark. That's a raven. C-A-R-C. Short and sweet. Is that the one that's in The Hobbit that speaks to them outside of Mount, or outside of the back door to the mountain? The Lonely Mountain? There's a werewolf? What? I didn't know there was a werewolf in Lord of the Rings. Karkaroth. Karkaroth. That almost sounds like Kakarot from Dragon Ball Z. I'm giggly tonight. These put me in a fun mood. There's a Carl. Hobbit. Carl Cotton. What's it called when a name has... when the both first and last name use the same first letter? I don't remember what... like, Peter Parker. I don't remember what that's called. I just spit on my paper. Oopsies. Corvid. Is that a crow? An alliterative? Alliteration. Alliterative. I've heard alliteration. I've never actually said alliterative out loud before. Alliterative. Let's do Celeborn the elf. He's an important one. Husband of Galadriel, I believe. This is fun. It's like a test of my Tolkien knowledge. Oh, advertisement. Coming, not yet. Alliterative. Alit. So it's somebody who parties a lot. It's alliterative. Alliterative. Ooh, there's Círdan. Círdan. Isn't that Círdan the shipwright? From the Grey Havens? I think. Círdan. Hello, Eugenia, nice to see you. 2 ads? Holy smokes. Oh, I see. Lene just said hi to you. Got you. Can't keep up with the chat today. Good problem to have. Let's write... Who else we got? Oh. A hobbit. Female named Chica Chubb. Chica Chubb. Chicachubb. First name, last name. Chica Chubb. Alliteration. Chica Chubb. Oh, fun. Chica. Ah, Caradhras. Yes. The mountain, Caradhras. Good one. I'll write that next. After I write Chica's last name. Chickacho. Soup's offended. Ah, my headphones keep getting caught on this little thing down here. On my desk. Stop it. Okay, Karathras. Ooh, no ads for Skeet today. Lucky, lucky. Karad Haras. Change up the style a little bit there. Caracas. What it means to an Italian when you say Sisi Canan. Hmm? Linnea's weekly advertisement for YouTube Premium. Right on time. Alright, what do we got next? Let's have... We have Cora, Cotman, Kiriando. Kiriando. It's a fun one. Kirion. Let's go to the next page. Oh, not a lot of C's. Let's do one more C, then we'll go to D names. Pick another fun one. What do we do? We did Celeborn, Celebrian, Celebrimbor, Celebrindor. Look how similar those are. Like when you're listening, or when I'm reading a book or listening to an audiobook, keeping straight Celeborn, Celegorn, Celebrimdor, Celebrimbor, Celebrian. But they're so similar. Californ, Kirdan, Kiriando. Let's do Kiriando. Cyryandil. Kiriando. And I could be saying all of these entirely wrong. Highly possible. You should, Linnae. You're not wrong. Sounds good, Lori. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you next time. Whoops, too far away. Kiriando. All right. Let's go to the capital D, shall we? Clean my nib real quick. Drink some tea. Oh, C. Got you. All right, what do we got for D name? We got, less than half a page of D names. We got Dane, Dagnir, Daron. We gotta do Dane. Dane II was also known as Ironfoot, apparently. We could do Game of Thrones names. We could do... Yeah, we could do knights of different names for sure. We could do Harry Potter names. We could do... What other... We could do Marvel names. It's not quite as many. Dane. Short and sweet. Oh, capital D. Good exercise. But Dane puts a accent on his A. I can't remember if it goes forward, if that's accent aigu or accent grave in French. I don't remember. Also don't know what it's called in other languages. Hello, Olivia. Good evening. Karadin. Alright, what else we got for D? Ooh, there's a Dior elf. You think that's what the brand is named after? He's a half-elf. Aranel, Eluchil, Dior. Whoa! There's a half-elf named Dior and a man named Dior. I wonder if the man is the half-elf's father. Accent grave. Thank you. Let's do... There's a dwarf named... Well, it's Dis. Dis. Wait, Dis. Let's do Dirhael. Dirhael. It's like Michael, but with a D-I-R instead of an M-I-C-H. M-I-C. D-I-R. Michael Deerhole. Deerhole. Interesting. What else we got? Let's get a short one. Durin. Of course, we gotta do Durin. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 7 Durins. Durin the first all the way through Durin the 7th. Durin. I want to say that Dis was Durin's wife, but no. Disa? Can't remember. Durin. Dwalin. Ooh, he's from The Hobbit. Dwalin. Oh shoot, there's only supposed to be L1L. Oopsies. Accent aigu. Got you. So it's not in French. But in the Tolkien world, I guess you don't call it accent aigu. Let's do one more D and then we're gonna wait. Oh, there's a diamond. Diamond. Let's do Deorwin. Deorwin? Deorwin? Deorwine. E with an accent aigu. Deorwin. Deorwin. Just for fun, short one, we'll put dis here on the end. Dis. D-I-S. But the I also has the dot is an accent. Good night, Eugenia. Sleep well. May your dreams be filled with Tolkien names. These. Okay. I think that's enough D's. Let's move on to E. There's a lot of E's, I think. Because of the elves? Maybe not. Well, there's a fair few. What do we got? Erendil. Erendil. With an A with a 2 dots? Umlau? Is that what that's called? An A with an umlau on top? We'll write that one. E-A with an umlau. R-E-N-D-I-L. Erendil. Are these names with French accents? No, I don't think so. I don't know what the accent specifically is. Because I don't know if I'm using the right accent. I speak French, so I read certain things with potentially a bit of a French accent unintentionally. I did it again. 2 L's on the end. Why? Je parle un peu le français. I speak French, but I forgot a lot of it. I was in French immersion in school, so I was fluent once upon a time. I was French immersion from kindergarten through grade 9? Yeah, through grade 9. Everything was in French. I took English as a class. But since then, I don't use it, so I have forgotten a lot of it. Hello, Leo. Welcome, welcome. Good morning to you. What else we got here for E-names? Let's do... Ooh, a good one. Ecthelion. E-C-T-H-E-L-I-O-N. There's 2 Ecthelions. The first and the second. No, there's 3. Ecthelion the first, Ecthelion the second, and Ecthelion of the Fountain. Ecthelion of the Fountain. That sounds cool. I need a of the something after my name. Mike of the Creatrium. Mike's too short to be cool like that. I could use Michael of the something. Nobody really calls me Michael. Ecthelion. That's a cool name. Ek the lion. No, Ecthelion. Ooh, I would take out land and just Mike of the Sharpened Nib. I do like that. Ooh. That's another t-shirt idea though. Not Mike of the Sharpened Nib, but what about the Order of the Sharpened Nib? There's the penman of the slacker table. There's the penman of the sharpened nib. The Order of the Sharpened Nib. I'm glad I was in French immersion. I'm sad that I've forgotten most of my French, unfortunately. So I can't really use it to great effect anymore. I can read and understand it. If somebody speaks slowly, I can decipher it, but I'm not quick enough anymore with it all. What do we got? We need a short one. Let's do Eilinel. E-I-L-I-N-E-L. A man. Eilinel. All these ones I would assume are elves. So far, the first... Oh, no. Erandil was a man. Ecthelion is also a man. Ecthelion of the Fountain was an elf, though. Interesting that they all have the name Ecthelion. Here's another man named Eilinel. E-I-L-I-N-E-L. Ooh, that's fun. Sarah, I did French with Duolingo for a while. That's what got me onto Duolingo. But they started messing with the keyboard. When it goes to French, it would default to the French layout and not my standard layout. And it was an issue with Duolingo. I was looking it up on Reddit, and there was a bunch of people that were complaining about it. You could set it to not change and to use your default, but it would keep changing to the French layout, and I just get super angry. So I stopped using Duolingo for French, and I dove back into Japanese. And I've been deep in Japanese lately. And then because, well, Ojaswini mentioned it last week, just yesterday, I think, just to see what it's like, I tried started the music course, which is quite fun. Super basic and easy at the moment, but teaching music theory and notes and whatnot, which maybe will help me in reading for piano one day. I don't know. Just having fun with it at the moment. No real application. Yeah, the French, they might have fixed it. This was probably a couple years ago. But it just started defaulting to the French keyboard layout. So I would just type sort of on autopilot and hit enter, and it's just gibberish. So I lost a lot of hearts for just submitting gibberish because I wasn't paying attention. What do we got here? Are there any hobbits? Eglantine Banks. Eglantine. Eglantin and Eglantine? Eglantine? Eglantine. Eglantine? Eglantine. Banks. A hobbit. Eglantine. Whoops, let's do a better E than that. Better. Eglantine. When I get to a point where I feel good to take a break from Japanese, I might give it a shot again. But for now, I don't want to stop the Japanese until it gets to a more fluid level. Gibberish is the fast mode. So far for me, music is just easy XP. So far. What else we got here? And let's do an elf. We've had all men and hobbits. We have Elemakil. Elemmakil. Hey Steve, how's it going? Nice to see you. Sorry, I missed your message earlier. Good evening to you. French is a tricky language, I feel like. I have trouble remembering what's feminine and what's masculine, and it drives me crazy. Elemakil. Elemmakil. Come this way a little bit. Whoops, dropped my baseline a little bit at the end there. All right, next page. What do we got? Ellenway. Elfhelm. I like Elfhelm. That's another man. Oh, there's an Elmo. Elmo the Elf. We're definitely writing Elmo the Elf's name. I wonder if he's little and red. I used to know ASL when I was very, very much younger. Once upon a time. Wow, I didn't really think about how many ascenders are in that name. That's a tricky one. Elfhelm. I had a playing card sized, or a business card sized Japanese cheat sheet that I made when I was in elementary school for a long time. I didn't speak Japanese in elementary school, but I was trying to learn the characters. What do we got? What? This character's race is unknown. Erelont. Erellont. Not a man, not an elf, not a hobbit, not an orc, or a troll. It's unknown. That's mysterious. I do not know what French in action is. Erelont. E-R-E. Excuse me. L-L-O-N-T. No bit. One more E. That's better. The unknown. Hello, Connie. I had a friend in LA who taught ASL, actually. So there's an Elmo and there's an Estelmo. Estelmo. You can either go slow-mo or you can go Estelmo. If I had a friend named Estelle, I would call her Slow and Estelmo. Bad jokes. Estelmo. All right, shall we go to F? I think we shall. After I take another sip, my tea is gonna be cold. I realize when you put milk in your tea, it gets colder. So I have to drink it even faster. Oh, that sounds cool, eh? Okay, we got F. First, we'll do Boromir's brother, Wait. Faramir is Boromir's brother, right? Yes? I think. Whoa, there's a Faramir Took as well. I didn't know that. I hope to teach it online in a program one of these days, Leo. Thank you very much for the request. I do not have any courses in the future coming up right now. I've been a little bogged down with life and work that I haven't been able to focus on getting courses up and running. Unfortunately. Hopefully that will all change very soon here, though. Faramir, let's clean the nib. Hairlines are suffering a little bit. I blame Japanese for making me forget most of my French. When I learned Japanese, I forgot French. No, I'm definitely not a trust fund baby with billions of dollars in the bank. I wish. Jet setting around the world in a life of leisure. No, I mean, I do a fair bit of jet setting around the world, I guess, all things considered. But no, unfortunately not the case. But it was immersion, but I think the French that I learned was very much like school French. I didn't learn any like casual, like conversational slang or anything like that. So I would like to learn a more conversational French, which I don't think is what I learned when I was young. Also, me and school didn't get along, so I probably didn't pay attention all that much. Oh, we got it right. One of my favorite F names in Tolkien is Fatty Lumpkin, which is another name. It's Tom Bombadil's pony. Fatty Lumpkin. Old fatty lumpkin. Fatty lumpkin. There's a fatty bulger too, isn't there? No. Whose last name is Bulger? He's a hobbit. Fredegar. Fredegar? Am I making this up? Or is this a real name? Fredegar? Yeah, Fredegar Bulger. In brackets, fatty. Wahaha! I'm happy with my brain. Bun cup, bad cup. Bob cop, bad cop? I did not. Yummy, yummy. Okay, where are we here? Fatty Lumpkin, right? It's not an F, but we gotta finish his name. Fatty Lumpkin. Such a silly name. Thanks, Connie. It's the same playlist as we always use, but it's about 20 hours of music that's just on shuffle. Souffle. Ooh. This song's got a little more pizzazz in it than I was expecting. I don't recognize this one. Okay, what do we got? What's another F name? Fastred, Falstaff, Farin, Feanor, Ferdinand, Farumbras, Took the Third. There's three. Farumbras. Ferumbras. Farumbras. I like that. It's a Took. Farumbras Took. Whoops. Not a very nice ascender there. Farumbras. What else we got? Firefoot. Oh, they have horses in here. The horse Firefoot. Finrod, the common one. Finrod has three names: Fiderato, Ingoldo, and Nom. He's an elf. Because in the Elven language, or the elves, all have a lot of them have multiple languages or multiple names in the different Elven languages, just to make things nice and confusing when you're reading. That's better. Loop and cross. What was I writing? I was writing... Right, fin rod. Quebec French is a whole new ballgame compared to Parisian French. Turning the page. Ooh, a dwarf named Floy? F-L-O with an accent I. Floy? Floy. Like Floy. Floy. Floyd. OP is all arm movement. Leo, if you want to work on, I would recommend, you know, earlier on Instagram, I was telling you to get lessons in ornamental penmanship. To work on your lowercase letters, business penmanship is slightly different than ornamental penmanship, but it's the same sort of fundamentals. And the business penmanship books are really good for walking through the lessons. So I would download something like the Champion Method of Practical Business Writing. So Champion's book on business writing, or probably the best one, is Zahner's Manual 144. It's the Zahner's Method of Movement Writing. That's a really, really, really good one. Probably do that one. They're all good, but one of those two. And then go through the lessons of learning how they teach the lowercase letters. And alternatively, what you could potentially do, there's a modern book, Tamblin's Home Instructor in Penmanship. That book, he gives really good sort of notes on what speed you should do the exercises at for business penmanship. But for working on lowercase, I would definitely recommend doing business penmanship lowercase practice, and then translate that to the ornamental penmanship forms once you have that movement and everything feeling good. And I would say if you're going 4 to 6 hours, honestly, each day, you just need like 30 minutes to an hour of good, relaxed practice, focused practice with like a goal in mind will do wonders. If you have more than that, that's fine. But just make sure you're not writing so long that your muscles are getting fatigued, or if you start getting into autopilot mode, then, I mean, those last 2 hours, if you're sort of clocked out and you're not actually paying attention to what you're doing, like even if you're just doing, let me grab a different sheet of paper real quick. Even if you're just doing like a U drill, if you're just doing like you, even if you're just doing that, you want to be conscious of what you're doing. You want to be paying attention so that you're not just on autopilot making the forms. And then when you make some, you want to go back, look at them, examine them, compare them to whichever book you're studying, analyze, critique them, but if you can, this is tricky for some people, critique them in a way that isn't negative. Like, not so much that what you did, if you find something that you did wrong, but more so find a spot where you can do more right. take the negative aspect from the critique, and then you'll just build. But the one thing that the business penmanship books do really well is they break all of the learning down sort of fundamentally. So you learn a form, and then you're gonna, now that you know that, you move forward, so you build, everything sort of builds incrementally. They make slang out of slang. All right, what else do we got here? Let's do Freyleaf. F-R-E-A-L... No, Freylaf. F-R-E-A-L-A-F. And the E and the second A both have accents. I don't know how I'm supposed to say that. Freylaf? Freylaf Hildeson. Welcome back from your coffee. What kind of coffee did you get? E and the A have accents. Oh, of course. How could we... I totally forgot. We gotta do Frodo. Frodo Baggins. Frodo. Frodo. Mango shake sound yummy. I can't keep up with the chat today. We got so many food talks and things going on, and sewing machine talk, and mango shake talk, and meme talk. Irish names are intense. Alright, let's do one more F name. Frar, Fram, Fosco, Fosco Baggins, Fredegar Bulger, Frerin, Fror, Forlong, Folkwine. I like that. F-O-L-C-W-I-N-E. Folkwine. Folkwine? Folkwine? You guys don't have to apologize. Please don't apologize. Chat, chat, chat. It doesn't bother me at all. I like when activity is going on there. I'll just apologize. I'll apologize if I miss something. Because I don't read all. I can't get through all of the long messages and write at the same time. Faramir was the first F I did. Right there. Faramir. I don't mind getting distracted. A little bit. Okay, what did I say I was gonna do? Oh yeah, Folkwine. F-O-L-C-W-I-N-E. Whoa, I've never done that F before. Does that work for an F? kind of an S a little bit. It's neat. That's okay, Sarah. Me too. Messed up that ascender. I like that F. It's kind of neat. Heartfelt missives. I get the gist of most of the messages, Lynette. All right. Let's move on to G, shall we? Ooh, I like G. Paper. Watch out. Oh, spinning top is still going strong. Finred. Which F did I use for Finred? Ah. Yeah, we had a nice smooth cross on that one. Fs are fun. I quite like the letter F. It's among my favorites to write. All right. G's. We got a good number of G's here. What do we got? Galadhon, Galador, Galadriel. We'll have to do her. Galathil, Geldor, Geldor the Tall. Galeon, Galmod, Gamil Zirak, Gamling, Gandalf. Ooh, we have to do Gandalf, of course. Garulf, Gelmir, Gerda, Boffin, Garantius Took. Oh, that's the old Took. Which the old Took lived to like... He was like 100 and... How old did the old Took live? He was like 130? No, 100 and... He was older than Bilbo when Bilbo left town. And people were talking about how old Bilbo was. But the old Took was older than Bilbo. And he didn't have a magic ring keeping him alive. When nephew is a compliment. True. Alright, where are we gonna start here? Well, we'll do Galadriel, because of course we have to. Also known as Alatariel, Artanis, and Nerwin. She has 3 other names. Oh yes, we'll do Gimli, son of Gloin, for sure. There's a lot of good G Tolkien names, I think. I've been doing a lot of my ascenders, or missing my ascenders today. Like a lot. Much, much more than usual. Paint. Alright. We also gotta do classic Gandalf, also known as Mithrandir or Olorin. He's a Maya Gandalf. One of the Istari. That's a good G. Heck yeah, that's a really good G. Yay. That's a very beautiful G. Very happy with that. Is there a really short one we can fit in here on the end? Like a 3-letter one or a 4-letter one? Gror. We'll do Gror. Gror. Dwarf and Gror. Ooh, shimmer watercolor. Nice. Gror. Wait, there's gotta be an accent or something on this. Yeah, accent on the O. There we go. Gror. Oh, the Dallas Pen Show is this weekend. Fun. Jealous. I've never used their... Wait, I have one of their inks. I have used them. There's quite a few calligraphers that like the Ferris wheel press inks. Alright, we have to do... We'll do... Gimli. Gotta do Gimli. Glowing sun. Gimli. Messed up the sender. Alright. Is that it for the standard G names that I know? Oh, of course. She's unknown. Her name is Goldberry, the River Daughter. Tom Bombadil's lady. But she's unknown. We don't know what she is. Goldberry. Goldberry, fair river daughter. I can't remember Tom's poem about her. Capital G is such a nice letter to write. Goldberry. There's a Goldilocks? We have to write that. I didn't realize there was a Goldilocks. Oh, and then of course, we can't forget Gollum.
He's our favorite. Yes. Delicious. Smeagol. Smeagol likes all of the penmanships. Yes.
But we'll write Gollum first, since we did the voice. The voice. Smeagol. Okay. Right, we're gonna write Goldilocks, because that's fun. An entire live as Smeagol? That would be crazy. I used to talk like Gollum a lot. When the movies first came out, like a lot. Probably too much. I like that there's a Goldilocks. What came first, Goldilocks and the Three Bears, or Tolkien's Goldilocks, Gardener the Hobbit? I'm curious. Probably Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Maybe. Who else we got? Oh, of course. There's the orc, Gorbag. I believe he's... Gorbag? Is that after Frodo gets poisoned by Shelob? And he's in the Watchtower? Is that Gorbag? Or Gorbag could be one of the orcs that is in charge of Merry and Pippin when they get taken away and when Boromir's killed. I can't remember. I'm doing my shade on the G way too high there. Why? Alright, one more G. Let me make sure I'm not missing any that I remember. Gwindor. Gwahir. Oh, that's the eagle. Gwahir. He's the one who saves Gandalf. The eagles are coming. The eagles are coming. Gwahir. Here, the eagle. The eagles are pretty dope in Tolkien lore. All right, moving on to H. Now, what's interesting, and I knew this, but I had forgotten it, but I'd learned it before. So in the new Rings of Power, there's a character named Halbrand who's completely made up. That's not a name, I don't believe, from Tolkien lore. I don't think. Actually, give me 1 sec. I don't want to misspeak. Yeah, pretty sure that's not a character in Tolkien. But it is in this TV show for some reason. But there's a Halbarad. There's a Hador. Not a Hodor. Game of Thrones. There's Halas. Yeah, let's do... We'll write Halbarad. Halbarad. Ooh, what's going on with my hairline there? I've never used a shimmer ink before. I don't believe. Aside from dip pen with like a broad pen or something. What do we got next? Haldan, Haldar, Haldir. There's two Haldirs. Haleth, Halfast. Let me do Halfast. Halfast Gamgee, the Hobbit. How fast? All fountain people are like that with their spreadsheets and all the things to manage their ink collections. It's intense. Name bingo would be quite fun. What else do we got here? There's a horse. Oh, Hasufel. Whose horse was that? Hasufel. I can't remember. Hasufel. Hasu? How do I spell it? H-A-S-U-F-E. Okay, good. Hasufel. Hildebrand. Hildebrand. Hildebrand Took. There's a lot of those. No, just one Hildebrand Took. Hildebrand, Hildefond, Hildegard, Hildegrim. It sounds like that when you add IDIG, Adagai Digadoo Nugadont, Adagun Digadurs Digadand. Kinda sounds like that. Hildebrand, Hildefons, Hildegard, Hildegrim. Let a gus it a gee critigate, let a gain good a gidge. For the gun. Alright. Higadil, digadib, brigadig, digadand. Hildebrand. Write that. Ubby dubby, ooby dooby. I don't know that one. Is it work the same? Instead of IDIG, you add ubby dubby. don't know how to speak that. Hildebrand. There's also Herucalmo. 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 These are some intense names. That's a man. Herucalmo. Ubby Dubby. I do not remember Ubby Dubby. You add OB before every vowel sound. So fountain pen would be... What? I can't even read what you typed. You add... like OB or UB? UB. Fabountaban? 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 Puban. Fabountaban Puban. I'm trying to think of other words. Is that correct? Fabountaban Puban? My first time speaking Ubby Dubby. Fub Fabound and wait, but you can't have F, like you don't say F. Would it be, it just f? Is it fub or do you say Fub? No, because then same with the P, you wouldn't say and P n. It's pub, right? You can't just make the sound of P and F. It wouldn't make any sense without it being fub or pub. Tub. Fount. Yeah, that's so like how I said it. Fabount, oben, puben. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Did I do Hasselfell already? I did, okay. I'm not paying attention to my writing at all. Let's go back to the page. What do we got here? Holman, Hobson Gamgee, Holfast Gardner, Holman, Juan, Hugo Boffin, Hundar, Huor, Huor. Whoa, what's this one? Hyarmendasil, Hyarmendasil. Yeah, we're definitely doing that one. Hyar, too far away. RMEN. DACIL. I do not not know where that person comes into the story at all. Will be Koban, Hobav, Oba, Hobol, Strobobeam, Strobeam, Lobike, Obis. That takes way too long for me to read that chat. What we got? Let's do 2 more H names, then we'll move on. Or maybe I'll just move on. I'm just gonna move on to I. What do we got for I? Isildur, of course we gotta do. Isildur. Aragorn is Isildur's heir. It's, yeah, much more complicated when typed than when just said. I would assume IDIG would be the same. Tigadoo, tigadipe, adagal, wurgadai, tigading, lagadai, tigadat, would a good bitigi, adagad, nagadoi, it again. Alright, what am I writing? Isildur, right. Focus. Isildur. What else we got? Imladris is a place, not a person. That pops in my head immediately. What do we have here? Ilmari is one of the Maya. Like Gandalf. The Isildur. What have we got? Ioreth? Whoa, this is like Elizabeth. Inzilbeth. INZILB with a tent on it. TH. I don't remember what the tent is called. Inzilbeth. Neat. I don't know that character in the story at all. Inzilbeth. The tent over the E. The eye is supposed to be a bit pointy. You don't want it to be like a sharp point, but it is more rounded point, more of a rounded point than most of the other letters. Circumflex. Yeah, must have something to do with, I would assume, whatever background language is behind his elven languages. I would guess. What else we got? We have Irilde. Oh, this one, so it's Irilde. The capital I has an accent on it, and the E has an umlaut. Makes things interesting. He did. Well played. IRILDE. But the E has an umlaut and the capital I has an accent. Accents look weird on capital ornamental penmanship letters. I don't know how I feel about it. Alright, how about Isambard? Isambard. Two hobbits. Isambard. We're gonna do Isambard. Or Isambard. 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 I don't know how you're supposed to say it. Isambard. Tonight, ornamental penmanship is how I'm basically writing tonight. Very casual, not super strict. Let's do one more I. What do we got? Isumbras is a hobbit. Isilme. Ivorwen. I like that one. Ivorwen. 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 Fun one. Alright. Moving on to J. Whoa, there's only 2 J names in the Tolkien lore. Tolkien was not a fan of the J. What do we got? First one is Jagoboffin. Jagoboffin. Jago. I like this song. Jagoboffin. Last name's not as important right now because it's a B, and we already did B's. Jago. Themes Golden River Inc. Next G is Jessamine. Like Jasmine? Jessamine. 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 I feel like that's a real name that people use in today's world. Jessa? You like Buffin? Jessamine. Nur Azid Majid. Renzo, I'm writing names from Tolkien. I'm not doing name requests in the chat today. Sorry. Alright, we did J. We have K. There's only 3 K names. Kamul, Kim, and Keely. Oh yeah, Keely. From The Hobbit. I don't know the other 2. Kamul is a man. Kim? The I has a circumflex. And then Keely. Half the Jessies. They're not Jessicas, they're Jessamines. Jessamine. I like Jessamine. Okay, let's go Kamul. Khamu with a circumflex L. All the circumflexes. K, I forgot how to spell it already. KH. M U L. And the U has the circumflex. Yes. Anybody in the chat named Bilbo or Halbarad? Or if we had some Galadriels? I think there was a Galadriel in here earlier. There must be people named Galadriel because of Tolkien. Guaranteed people have named their kids after some of these crazy Tolkien names. I won't call them crazy, but Tolkien names. Alright, Kim with the I having the circumflex. Kim. If a little florid. Judgy. And then our last one, Keely, with the I having an accent on it. Aragorn Steve. That'd be pretty cool. Oh, another ad coming. Keely. Those are the 3Ks. Only 3Ks in the Tolkien universe. J is a good one. I'm surprised there's only Jago and Jessamine. I guess, yeah, it says ads will run shortly for some viewers. So not all of you get ads, which I guess we've already realized that. But here comes an ad in 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ad! Maybe, maybe not. Alright, we go to L. Lagdoof. Ooh, we haven't done an orc name in a while. Lagdoof. Lagduf. I'm curious, when you guys get the ads, when the ad is finished, does it catch you up? Like, are you live when it finishes, or does it play back from where the ad started? Like, when people have ads, are they just behind in the stream? Is that a thing? Strider wins over Lagdoof. Okay, you just missed stuff. Sounds good. I'll be sure to next time there's an ad, I'll do the most exciting, fantastic stuff during the next ad so nobody sees it. It'll be a secret. Alright, what do we got? What are we doing next? L. Lagdoof. Lagduf. Lagdoof. Or Duff. Lagdoof? Lagdoof. I think doof sounds better. for an orc. Lagdoof. Lagdoof. Interesting. Well, I would recommend to everybody, when you get back from an ad, to maybe either refresh the stream or come back just in case you get behind. I don't know. I know that's happened to Fozzie before, where she has gotten just farther and farther behind and has to refresh the stream. A secret arrangement. Well, Sarah, I think that's why I say as default to sort of refresh, because I do think that happens to some people. And sometimes, even like if your internet is slow, sometimes as well something will happen and people will get behind. I wonder sometimes with the chat, because I'll have a conversation with the chat, and the chat is about, I think what you guys see is about 7 seconds. After, I think that's the delay from me to you is about 7-10 seconds, somewhere around there. But some people will like answer a question of mine or a statement quite far afterwards. So I wonder if they get farther and farther back in the stream with slow internet or because of ads. I'm not sure. Leica. I can only write Leica if it's a Tolkien name today. And it's not a Tolkien name. There's a... No, there's no Leica. What else do we have here? Landroval. That's another eagle. Landroval. I don't remember which is which. From the eagle we did from Guahir. Landroval. Landroval. Oh, yeah, a lot of my ascenders are disappearing, going too light on the descender, or the ascenders. There's a Lily, there's a Linda, there's a Lindise, Lindis, Lindisse with a umlaut. The 2 dots is called an umlaut, right? I'm not going crazy. I'm not misremembering. I feel like that's right. I don't remember what an umlaut does to the letter. An U, it makes it like an right? Does that mean an E is an eh? This music? No, it's produced by a guy named Harris Heller. Not AI to the best of my knowledge. It's he's a Twitch streamer, or was a Twitch streamer, and a music producer and a gamer and all that jazz. And he just produced a bunch of royalty-free music that people could use on their streams and stuff, so they wouldn't get copyright strikes and all that jazz. Longo. Ooh, I like this song. I remember this one. Ooh, of course, we have to do Lorien. She's a Vala. Vala. One of the Vala. Umlaut changed the pronunciation. It. Each vowel individual. Oh, got you. Sweet. Let's go. Lorien. Fair Lorien. And isn't there the one Lothlorien? Isn't that a place? Her place? Lorien. With an accent on the O. There's alternate music free sources. Yeah, I don't pay for membership to any free music place. I just use this one off of Spotify. I used to have a playlist of YouTube royalty-free music, but I like this more. If we hit midnight, I will stop doing Tolkien names when we hit midnight, and maybe I can write Leica for you. Leica. Oh, we got it right, of course. Lobelia Sackville Baggins. She's a punk. Lobelia. We won't write Sackville Baggins, but... we have Longo. Longo Baggins. Longo. Oof. Tips on writing on not so smooth paper. Not so smooth paper is tricky. The biggest tip I would give... Wait, give me one second. Swap out this paper. Make a fresh sheet. Using it... So, you... I mean, definitely, it's way too... Usually too difficult to do proper movement writing. So that's step one. If you're doing movement writing, you're going to have to not do movement writing probably on the not so smooth paper. It's really speed is what I would say. No slow writing. You want movement? Oy, oy, oy. That's tough. One thing that you could potentially do, I've never done this, so this is, I'm speculating, but I feel like it could be done. I think certain rougher or fibrous papers can, oh, you're saying, slow, got you. No, comma, slow writing. Understood. Cool. I was like, wait, you want fast writing only? Okay. For the fast writing, though, I was saying you could potentially sort of prep the paper some way. Either it could be sprayed with something that sort of smooths out the surface, or I don't know if ironing would do the trick. Again, I've never done it, so I have no idea how that would work, or if that would even be a good idea at all. But if you're slow, so the big thing, if you're on like a rough paper, well, as like an example, I'm in white, so you're not gonna be able to see this, but like on a paper towel, like I'm using the finest nib ever right now, you can still write everything. If you can't see it at all because it's white. There are moments that obviously it's gonna dig in. What you can do, and this is super extreme, if you don't want to like burnish, yeah, bone folder, if you want to like to flatten the paper to smooth it, you can see here as an example. And again, this is something I've never done. I've never had to. If you find that going slow, if you're having trouble being really, really light, if you're still digging into the page, what you can do, potentially, treat it sort of like a tattoo artist or something won't attack or won't write it like writing. You could do something like this, where you're doing a pull stroke, a a pull stroke. This is extreme and you might not want to do this, but if the paper is super, super fibrous and you have to write on it, you can write in such a way where each one is a pull stroke. This is obviously better if you can lightly pencil in the whole thing. Like if it's erasable fibrous paper, then you could do that. Another suggestion I would say is don't use like a Leonard Principle or a 101 or something like that. Dig out a nice and fine, but dig out like a Nico G. Something that is fine but is much, much firmer. Then you're not gonna dig in nearly as much. So that's something you could do as well. Well, here as an example, clean my nib real quick. We'll do the same idea. You can't see the white ink, but with, say, like a really, really sharp fountain pen. I've never written with this pen on a paper towel before, but as an extreme example, oh, of course, that's just gonna do that, so never mind. But that being said, I'm not catching fibers or anything because it's really light. But obviously, your paper's not gonna. That didn't work at all. Can you sharpen a Nico pen? Yeah, you can sharpen any nib. I've never sharpened a Nico before, but you can. One thing I would also say, if you're using a Nico, or like if you're using a Leonard Principle, you could use some micro mesh, not like a sandpaper, but something super, super fine. So, and then burnish the end, so you'll just smooth it out just a little bit more. Because that factory finish of a Leonard Principle may catch the paper if the factory finish isn't quite as smooth. So you're not sharpening the nib, you're just burnishing and essentially polishing the nib. So your line's not going to get finer, you're just going to smooth the tip of the nib a little bit. So then you're setting yourself up for like sort of the best case scenario. Oh, thanks for hanging out, Steve. We'll see you next time. Sweet dreams to you. Time to fold into bed. Never folded into my bed before. I think I unfold when I get into bed. But yeah, I would say my best suggestion would be to use either a Leonard or something a little bit stiffer, and to burnish it or to polish the nib so that it's giving you the smoothest, and then just be really, really light. Easier said than done, I guess, but. Are we finished with L already? Let's do 2 more L's. We'll do Lugdush, another orc. And then, oh yeah, we'll do Luthien for sure. Lugduff. And then we'll do Luthien. Luthien. Who's Tunuviel? That's the one. Luthien. Tunuviel. Lugdush. You're very welcome. Hopefully it helps. Lugdush. And then the final L, Luthien, with an accent on the U. That could help. But it all depends. Because, like, if you have a really, really flexible nib, then if you turn the nib, you're just gonna catch the one time is just going to be the one touching. So it's going to hard start a little bit more, and the chances of getting that time catch, I think, are higher. I would want my tines to still be straight. If you're talking about, like, if you're going into a shade or something, so long as your nib is going along, so long as your nib is flat, you should be good, I would assume. Luthien. Oof, ugly exit. My yellows aren't looking very good today. Luthien, Tunuviel. The one thing I'm trying to think, so less about angle side to side. You can also experiment with your angle up and down. I'm trying to think. Normally, when I write more vertical, my hairlines get finer, but the nib is more likely to catch on things. So you could lower your nib angle if you wanted, or you can experiment. You might find that when you go higher, you have more control, and it's a little bit keener than that. No, Leo, the nib should be currently, like you can see here, my nib is exactly flat. My tines are exactly flat straight up from the page, but because my camera isn't directly above, it's a little bit forward and a little bit to the left. It makes it look like my nib is tilted over to the right, but my nib is currently completely flat. So you want your nib to be nice and flat as much as possible. To give you the best hairlines. All right, now we go to M. No, what do we got? H-A-J-K-L. Yeah, M. M. Mablung. Mablung is an elf. Whoa, there's also a man named Mablung. 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 So, like, for the camera, that's where my nib looks. Currently, my nib is turned to the left, but it's turned to the camera, basically. But that is straight up and down. It's the one problem with the way I have my camera set up here. If I had it directly above, you'd catch like the brim of my hat would come into frame quite often. So I have to shoot a little bit from in front of me and from the side. Yeah. Good night, Sarah. Thanks for hanging out. Whoa, 2 in the morning. Hardcore. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you next time. Alright, let's write Mablung, the elf or the man. I do have a sometimes bad habit. Hello, is it pronounced Heino? 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 How do I pronounce your name? Spell it out phonetically for me. Is it Japanese? Heino? Heino. Alright, or high note. Ha! I don't remember the way I said it first now. Sorry. I'm the worst. What other name? We got Maddock Brandybuck. Medros. Ooh, Meglin. Meaglin. No, Maeglin. Meaglin. That's a good one. M-A-E, what did I say? Glin. Oh, shoot. This is this happens. This is unfortunate. Sorry, Meglin. That G, I couldn't do a loop, would have looked awkward with that line. That one also looks awkward. So with that one, I would have to make this exit of the A a little bit larger or a little bit smaller. If I were to write it again. Who else we got? Oh, of course, we have to write the most evil, the chief enemy of the Tolkien world, Melkor, also known as Morgoth. Melkor. Melkor. From Denmark, right on. Only 5 people in all of Denmark? You are very unique. There's about 8 billion mics in United States and Canada. Too many of us mics. Ooh, that's a fun one. Marhuini. Marhwini. Marhuini. Marhuini. Hwini. Oh, Mandos. That's an important one. There's a lot of we're getting into the Vala. The Vala. Like Manwë and Mandos. Was I ever inclined to go by my middle name? No. I always liked Mike. Gordon isn't a vet. Nobody calls me Gordon. Really. Havard. Well, I thought your name was Leo. Sorry, Howard. Norwegian. We have to write the 2 Valor here. Mandos and Manwe. Since we wrote Melkor. Yeah, Mandos, Manwe. We'll do Mandos first. Getting that kink in a bunch of my M's today. For some reason. Oh, I guess we're not gonna write Mandos and Manwe. Well, how about that? Oh, my phone alarm didn't go off. I must have had that turned off. I feel like that happened quicker than normal. I swapped out a bunch of my smart plugs for different plugs this week. Or just today, actually. And redid the program. I didn't expect that would happen for another minute. We're ahead of schedule. First things first, music. We gotta get a little bit of this. Wait, no, this one. All right. For those of you who have never been here for a late night live before, or for a Blacklight live, that's what we're about to get into now. Oh, that really shadows my face. There we go. Put the hat up. This is twerking music? Oh, no it isn't. Alright. Slow transition into the Blacklight hour. Give me a moment. Oh, come on, give me some paper here. This isn't twerking music. I mean, anything could be twerking music, I guess. I have to pose. Has anybody in the chat never been here for a Blacklight live before? First time. Well, right on. Welcome to your first Blacklight live. Let me do some writing here to see what our camera looks like today. Hopefully everything is set up all right. Go here. We'll see how it looks. Does that work? Is that bright enough for everybody? Does that pass the test? Ooh, this paper is very bright. It glows. That is so bright. In my face cam. Whoa. Whoa. Anyways, I'll put that over there. Oh, the spinning top died. Anybody know what time the top died? I wasn't paying attention. It's a bit dull. We can maybe do... It's gonna get... Wait, no, what I'll do... Give me one sec. And I'll start writing again. Blacklight. A little bit more of... Whoa! Nope, not that. It gets so grainy when I change any of these settings. Part of the problem is that this nib is so fine that there's hardly enough ink in the hairlines to make them glow. And it seems pretty, like, noisy. It's quite... it's not the smoothest look, unfortunately. My face looks very bright. I don't want to change my nib in the dark. Yeah, it's very noisy. How do I... Can I fix the noise? Do I have noise suppression here anywhere? I don't have noise suppression. Bummer. What if I just do it in the camera? Turn my ISO way, way up. Is that super noisy? That's not super noisy, right? Okay, now... Now, we just need... What color do we need here? Right there. Teal shade, pink hairline. Oh, and that's not... We have Drunk Mermaid. The background isn't completely black, but that's okay, right? Okay, so that's much better if I just do that all in camera. I didn't realize that. Like so. Right on. I don't have to pump the brightness digitally at all. Sweet. One higher. No, one more this way. There we go. My face is very bright. I feel like my black light is normally... I don't know. It feels my face is brighter than normal. Ooh, that's a good beat. You don't need coffee. Coffee's for quitters. Well, that's good. The caffeine doesn't affect you. I like the smell of coffee quite a lot. But I don't drink coffee. Only when I'm on road trips and need to force myself to stay awake. I'm a tea man. Tea. I'm normally a regular plain tea person. Tea with honey. But I might start putting milk in my tea more often. It might happen. It was very yummy today. I didn't realize it would affect... He's fun. He's fun to watch on live streams. Oh, this song's going. What glows in the background? What is that? Oh, it's the fan. Right, well, this paper and a book. Nothing glows on the other side. What's going on with that entry oval? Fix yourself. The what is... I have a fan. There's a Japanese fan back there that has Shoko from Japan wrote my name in kanji, but then designed it in a way that it would work. So she made like an ornamental penmanship kanji version of my name, which is pretty cool. Oh yeah. That was Cyril wanted me to write like it, didn't he? Leica. The A kind of looks like an O. Sorry. Let me try again. It kind of looks like Leiko. I got a little too excited at the end. Clever, clever. I'm gonna write it again though. Because it looks like Lego. No. Come on, Mike. Write a good L. Whoa. Big old shade. That's better. Much better. I like that one a lot. Or there are two. What? There's two L's? L-L-I-C-A? What? L-L-I-C-A? But not like, not the camera brand? That's not how you spell the camera brand. That? Oh, it's raining. I could hear something. It's like, what is... I can hear rain. It's raining outside. This song is intense. Yep. Summer is coming to an end in Vancouver, and we're getting back to the rainy season. Hopefully it's not fully rainy season yet. Well, awesome. I'm glad the camera isn't super... Whoa, wait, now I'm curious. I want to test something. If I have my camera brightening things up this much, can I... Give me one sec. Look back at this writing. Can I get the same look we had before, but without the... Wait, why is that? one moment. What happens if the contrast goes up? No, it gets brighter. What if the contrast goes down? Yeah, I want to see what black. That's black. No, I can't get the background all the way to black. Never mind. Oh, yeah. Black and white. Super saturated. Nope. We're gonna leave it where it is. Snip-on problem. I was just messing with the settings to see what I could get the screen to look like. I like it when the paper is completely black, so the ink just kind of comes out of nowhere. I wish I could write on black paper during the black light. But I'm pretty sure, I'll test it, but I'm pretty sure if I write on black paper, it's just in, oh, can you see it? Oh no, the hairlines disappear. Bummer. The shades look good. Yeah, that won't work. Bummer, bummer, bummer. Worth a shot, though. I have gray paper, but it doesn't take ink well, unfortunately. And then like the Rhodia, the PA Scribe Rhodia gray paper does work, but it absorbs the oils in your hand, and it's expensive. So I don't like to use it for I go through a lot of paper when I'm on stream. So this paper doesn't come in gray. I wish it did. So I use this beige is the closest I can get to it. This paper is the same as the black paper, but it's not as smooth. Unfortunately, it's not as enjoyable to write on. We're just a French chat now? What's going on here? This is a Francophone stream. I wonder if it'd be cool if this line went through there for that variation of the F. That could be cool. I've never done an F with an oval that big coming out of it. Let's try, shall we? Sweet. Oh, now, is this Spanish all of a sudden? What's going on here? Je ne comprends pas. Just right. Ooh, that's the first nib snap of the day. That's your European. Hybrid language. Nib snaps do look their best under blacklight. 100% I agree with that. And this paper is just much more snappy. It's much less smooth than the black. Even though it's the same brand, same everything. It's just a little bit more toothy, unfortunately. I wish it wasn't, but it is. Hello, you ape. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to Blacklight Live. I don't know what to write. Maybe she's always been a vampire. She's just accidentally letting us know it. Vampire. Can't write vampire and not think of Edward. I need to figure out how to get a bigger shade on my capital E. Need a little bit more gusto. Apply that shade. That's better. Not bad. This color is called Drunk Mermaid, apparently. We've decided the purple hairlines with the teal shade is referred to as Drunk Mermaid. I don't know why. I believe it was Fozzie who coined that name originally, once upon a time. Do we need more pink? We can bring in more pink. I think in order to get more pink, oh wait. Okay, we gotta go in here. That's a little more pink instead of purple. That's probably too far. Probably right about there? I can bring up the saturation too, so we get the colors a little bit more. Maybe like that? Is that good? A little more pink? Nice. I'm really glad that it's not as noisy as it was before. That makes me very happy. Paper. curious what time the spinning top stopped spinning. Tolkien names? I wasn't gonna keep the Tolkien names going. I mean, I guess I could. I wasn't gonna keep them going through the Blacklight part. Blacklight turns into just all kinds of random writing. I do. I got my nails done. Well, they're very pink. Do I ever wear nail polish? No. Nope. I think when I was really young, my sisters, like once, maybe twice, put clear nail polish on my fingers. Made them really shiny. But nope, I don't. Have you guys seen the trend of the people doing, I feel like it's trendy, or the algorithm just been showing me it a lot. The people carving out pieces of metal and bending and shaping them to match the size and shape of a fingernail, and then they can like engrave them and polish them. They're so cool. I used to paint my friends' nails. Fun designs or letters and things like that. You've never seen that? Yeah, it's super cool. I don't know if I just liked a post and then the algorithm started showing me more. But I see so much of it now. I feel like it's a relatively new trend. I would enjoy nail art. It'd be fun. Tedious to do detailed things. Oh, that's true. I'm hungry. I'm gonna have to eat something before I go to bed. The toccata and fugue in D minor for this midnight writing. I don't know what that is. What's for late night supper? Oh, probably not supper. I had my regular chicken and vegetables before the stream, but my stomach feels like it's hungry for some reason, so I'll probably just have a bowl of cereal before I go to bed. Maybe. Something like that. Just cereal. Nothing crazy. Ah, the music for Dracula. Got you. Toccata and fugue in D minor. The problem is I can't play any music that's like known music, because then my whole stuff gets demonetized. I gotta play unknown music. I'm liking this music tonight though. It's the same playlist we do every time we do Blacklight, but I'm enjoying it. Tunes. Ah, I do like a violin. I wish I could play the violin. I wish I could play any instrument, technically. That was a very weird opening flourish. With a very ugly ascender. Ugh. Yeah, copyright claims are kind of crazy. There's also some channels that copyright basically everything. I got 2 weeks ago, my stream got not a copyright claim, but, well, yeah, claim. I didn't get like a strike on my account or anything, but somebody claimed the music that I use, even though it's not theirs at all. It is 100% royalty free. It's just this group of people that go and copyright claim music that's not actually theirs, unfortunately. I seem like somebody who'd play an instrument. Well, thank you very much. Nope. I can whistle. That's the only instrument I got. I'm learning to play the piano. I have been able to play the piano, but I can't like read sheet music or anything like that. No guitar. I can't play anything. I could play the harmonica a little bit for a while. When I was in LA, I used to play the harmonica. Walking down the street. This movie or this music makes me feel like I should be watching the movie Blade. Yeah, there definitely should be. There should be something that penalizes people for making false claims because it's really annoying. But the problem is, it's a lot of just bots. Um, it's a lot of algorithms that are saying one song sounds a lot like another one. Um, I never had Spotify Premium before, but my music was all royalty free. But when you don't have premium, there's ads. So I used to get copyright claims because of the little song that would play, like for a couple seconds or a few seconds of a song in a Spotify ad. And then they would get credit for all the music in my video when it was just an advertisement. It was the same playlists I'm listening to now, but they claimed their commercial, which is really, really annoying. Once upon a time. Yeah, it was quite funny. When I played the little snippet, I was like, "What? I don't have this person's song," because it was like a known artist. There was none of that person's music in my stream, but there was a few seconds of it in an advertisement. Meh. What you gonna do? Did I find it? Wait, I think I did. I don't remember. It was one of those where it was clearly their song. I think I fought it, but then I just got Spotify Premium, so I wouldn't have ads and wouldn't have to deal with it anymore. I fight all the other ones, though. One I fought and lost because it was when Spotify released, it's like there's shuffle, and then there's like, I don't remember what do they call it? It's a special kind of shuffle. It's like I don't want to click the shuffle button and turn it on. But there's regular shuffle, and then there's like smart shuffle, something like that, where it shuffles, but it also picks similar songs that are in the playlist that you're listening to. So it was a brand new feature in Spotify, and I didn't realize it was turned on. So I was listening just the regular playlist that we regularly listen to, but Smart Shuffle was on, so it played other royalty or other non-royalty free songs that sound very similar to the playlist that I'm listening to. And there were so many copyright based, every like second or third song was one that I wasn't allowed to play on a monetized stream. So I fought that one thinking it was all my regular playlists, and then I realized Smart Shuffle was on, so I lost that video. Not a big deal, though. Ah, you're very welcome. Thanks for hanging out. Enjoy work. All right, it is 12:50. It is bedtime for me. Yeah, I got my cereal on the brain. I'm not sure if I will have a bowl of cereal or not yet. I shouldn't be eating super late, I guess. That's probably not super good for me. But I am gonna have to cut the stream off here. I have a lot of energy, but I have a meeting early in the morning. A Zoom meeting, so I cannot sleep in tomorrow. I have a lot to do, so I should probably eat some cereal or not eat some cereal and go to bed. Cut this off before the next ad kicks in. Thank you very much, everybody, for hanging out with me today. This was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. So we only got to L, I think. Wait, no, we got to M. So I think next week we're probably going to soon do more Tolkien names. We'll start at N, and we'll work our way through the rest of the alphabet. Yeah, this was a fun one. I enjoyed this today. Thank you very much. The chat was so busy and exciting. I feel like the entire stream talking about all sorts of stuff, which is really, really great to have. Yeah, if you feel like supporting my channel, there is a link to a tip. There's a tip link in the description of this video if you want to support so I can keep doing these live streams and keep this going all fun. Make sure that you are falling in love with the process, everybody. And don't forget that life should be just a bit of silliness, really. See you next week. Stream over.